All right, so picture this. You're scrolling through some obscure corner of the internet, right? And you stumble across this forum, and someone's claiming to be, like, a bigwig in the Illuminati.
Hold on. Seriously?
Yeah, and I know, we've all seen that kind of thing before, but this was different.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How so?
This wasn't just some random ranting about lizard people or whatever. This person, they call themselves Hidden Hand, and they went deep, like really deep. Talk about ancient bloodlines, cosmic plans, the whole shebang.
Okay, so we're talking next level conspiracy theory stuff here.
Exactly. And the thing is, they wrote with this weird mix of confidence and cryptic warnings. Like they were letting us in on some big secret, but also warning us about the consequences.
Like they wanted to be believed, but also not.
Right. It's like they were bound to tell us, but not make it too easy. Okay, I'm hooked. So what exactly did this Hidden Hand have to say?
Well, strap in, because it's a wild ride. We're diving into the strange world of Hidden Hand and their supposed revelations about the Illuminati.
Let's do it.
This document we dug up, it's from 2008, and it's a compilation of posts from this online forum.
2008. So right around the time everyone was freaking out about the Mayan calendar and 2012.
Yep, right in the thick of it. And Hidden Hand definitely tapped into that whole apocalyptic vibe. But they also claimed their family had been, like, orchestrating things from the shadows for generations.
Generations? Come on, how far back are we talking?
Way back, like Atlantis back. They weren't messing around with their claims. And get this, they said they were only revealing all this because of some cosmic law.
A cosmic law?
Yeah.
That's convenient. Right. But also kind of terrifying if you think about it. Like, what kind of power are we talking about here if they're answerable to cosmic forces?
I'm starting to see why this Hidden Hand thing caught your eye. So what exactly is the Illuminati's endgame, according to this whole thing? What are they trying to achieve?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. It's not just about controlling the world. It's about, well, they called it a cosmic game of free will.
A cosmic game? Sounds intense.
To put it mildly, we'll break it all down, but basically Hidden Hand claims humanity was meant to choose between good and evil, light and darkness. And, surprise, they say the Illuminati's role is to be the negative option.
So they're like the cosmic bad guys in all of this.
That's one way to put it. But they had a whole justification for it, of course. Something about polarity and balance, how you can't have one without the other.
Oh, I bet they did. So they're basically saying all the bad stuff in the world, that's just them doing their part. A necessary evil kind of thing.
Pretty much. But like I said, they had a whole philosophy about it. And it's surprisingly complex, drawing on all sorts of esoteric traditions and ancient wisdom.
Why, of course it does. Got to make it sound sophisticated, right?
Exactly. But that's what makes it so fascinating. It's like they took all these different ideas about secret societies, spirituality, even self-help, and mashed them together into this grand cosmic narrative.
Okay, you've definitely piqued my curiosity. We've got secret societies, cosmic games, ancient bloodlines. What else you got?
Well, we've only scratched the surface. Next up, we're going deeper into Hidden Hand's predictions, particularly about 2012 and what they called the harvest. Okay, so last time we were talking about Hidden Hand and this whole Illuminati agenda thing, right? Well, it gets even wilder. They also had a lot to say about 2012.
Oh, yeah, 2012. Everyone and their dog had a prediction back then. What was Hidden Hand's take?
Well, remember how we were talking about humanity having to choose between good and evil? Like a cosmic test?
Yeah, the whole free will thing.
Right. So they believe 2012 was going to be a major turning point, a kind of cosmic reckoning.
A reckoning, like Judgment Day?
Kind of. They called it the harvest.
Okay, now that's just ominous. The harvest. What do they mean by that?
So imagine this. The universe is like a giant farm, and we're the crops. And in 2012, the cosmic farmers, so to speak, were coming to collect.
To collect us. Okay, this just got real. So what happens to the crops?
Well, according to Hidden Hand, humanity would be divided, like sorted based on our spiritual vibes, you know?
Vibes, right. So how does that work exactly?
They said there would be three groups. First, the folks who had embraced the whole negativity thing, they'd be whisked away by the Illuminati to this whole other Earth. A negative vibe Earth, if you will.
Okay, so the bad seeds get replanted somewhere else. Makes sense, I guess. What about everyone else?
Well, the people who were kind of in the middle, not good, not bad, they'd get sent to a replica Earth for another go-around. Another chance to learn and grow.
A cosmic mulligan. I like it. So what about the folks who pass the vibe check? What happens to the good crops?
Ah, those lucky souls. They get to ascend to a higher level of existence. A higher density, they called it.
So it's like a cosmic game show. You win a prize based on your spiritual score.
That's one way to put it. But here's the thing that gets me. Even though Hidden Hand was all about this predetermined cosmic plan, they also put a lot of emphasis on personal choice.
Wait, really? So which is it? Is it all planned out, or do we have a say in the matter?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's this big cosmic play happening, but you still get to choose your role, your costume, how you perform your part.
That's strangely empowering, actually. So even if you don't buy into the whole Illuminati cosmic farm thing, there's still this message of personal responsibility.
Totally. And honestly, that's what I find most intriguing about all this. Because Hidden Hand gave a lot of practical advice, too.
Practical advice? About what?
Like how to recognize negative patterns, how to choose thoughts and actions that align with a more positive vibration, stuff like that.
Wow, it's like they were accidentally a self-help guru. Hey, want to learn how to manifest abundance? First, join my secret society dedicated to spreading negativity.
Right, it's kind of a mind bender. But if you can get past the source, some of the advice is actually pretty solid.
It's like that saying, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So what else did Hidden Hand have to say about all this? Did they offer any concrete steps for, raising our vibration and acing the cosmic test?
So we've been talking about Hidden Hand, right? And this whole cosmic game plan. But you know what really struck me? It's like they were saying, yeah, there's this whole system, these forces at play.
But we're not just pawns in their game.
Exactly. Like, we still have a choice. We have power.
It's like they were handing us a map and saying, okay, here's the lay of the land. Now go explore.
Yes. And remember how they kept talking about reality being an illusion?
Oh, yeah. The veil, the matrix, all that. It's a pretty common theme when you get into these kinds of esoteric ideas.
Right. But it always makes me wonder, what does it actually mean? Like, how do we wake up from the illusion?
Well, according to Hidden Hand, it's not about escaping reality, really. It's about seeing it more clearly.
Seeing through the illusion kind of thing.
Exactly. It's about recognizing the patterns, the beliefs, the things that hold us back.
So it's more about inner work than like finding a secret portal to another dimension.
Pretty much. Hidden Hand talked about things like meditation, connecting with your intuition, even dream recall.
Those are pretty common practices, actually. You find them in a lot of spiritual traditions.
Exactly. It's like even though Hidden Hand was coming from this whole secretive Illuminati perspective, they were still pointing to these universal truths about self-discovery and awareness.
It's like they were saying, hey, here's how we manipulate reality, but also here's how you can empower yourself.
Right. And that's what I find so fascinating about exploring these unconventional sources. It's not about blindly believing everything you read, but about seeing the connections, the common threads, the things that resonate with your own experience.
So even if you don't buy into the whole Illuminati backstory, there's still something to be gained from engaging with these ideas.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, it's about asking questions, challenging your own assumptions, and finding your own truth.
Well said. Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. Secret societies, cosmic plans, the nature of reality itself. It's a lot to process.
Definitely. But if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's that we have more power than we realize. We always have a choice.
And that's a powerful reminder no matter what you believe about the Illuminati. So until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep an open mind.
With love and light, let's forge ahead together. I love you all. Please think about this until next time.